Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We're talking my boy Dejounte Murray, y'all. You already knew this video was coming. If you're a fan of the channel, my boy just recorded another triple-double in the same season. And I'm here to let you know that is a big deal, y'all. I know it's against the Wizards, but it's still a big deal. First off, I was excited just to see your boy back. I was like politician excited. Oh, for real. I was super excited. I was like Ric Flair excited. And then after that, I was even more excited. I was like Price is Right with your grandma watching black and white TV. Well, not black and white, but you know, antenna TV excited. Before I get too deep into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel. Okay, just to jump straight into it, man, we have to start paying attention to this triple-double madness that your boy Murray is doing. And I totally understand where some people are coming from, that the triple-double has become a little bit taboo, a little easier to get in the new NBA because of the long rebounds. It's easier for point guards to get in the mix of this triple-double madness. But if you're looking at, you know, the circumstances behind the Spurs organization, the circumstances behind Murray, the circumstances around development, you can't help but get excited to see that this young player has recorded his second triple-double in the same season within a month of each other. He's done this, and that's legitimate when you consider that Tony Parker didn't have multiple triple-doubles. Manu Ginobili never had a triple-double. Tim Duncan only had 4 triple-doubles. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily comparing Murray, which is essentially a role player, a little elevated than that, but a role player, to these great Hall of Famers. But at the same time, we have to take a moment to give this man his props, because that's legitimate. That is very legitimate. No matter how you slice it, it's legitimate, especially considering that he did this against Mr. Triple-Double himself, against Russell Westbrook. That means something. Now, I totally, get that this was against the Wizards. The Wizards have been struggling to get wins. I understand that. But, before he did it against the Raptors, that's a better team. So, again, within a month of each other, he did this again. That's big. That's big. Let's give this guy his props. Let's give him his roses. Another thing I love about Murray's triple-doubles is that they're clearly in the flow of the game. And don't get me wrong, I know he probably recorded a couple rebounds in garbage time, assists in garbage time. I understand that, but that's part of the game. But he got the bulk of his rebounds in the first quarter. He had like 7 to 8 rebounds in the first quarter. That's big time. You get what I'm saying? Now, granted, the other team has to miss some shots, but he's still a point guard. This isn't a big man. So we have to start giving this man props. This man had 11 rebounds tonight. 11 rebounds. The nearest person to him was 4 rebounds. 4 to 5 rebounds, okay? He doubled what our big men were able to produce. He doubled what our stud, Mr. Mustang himself, Keldon Johnson, fan favorite, was able to do. That's huge. He doubled the assists that we were able to, complete, able to, bring together, able to, Patty Mills was able to conjure. He doubled that with 11 assists. You get what I'm saying? And he gave us points. 10 assists. Forgive me. 10 assists, and he was able to give us 11 points. Okay? So this means something. These aren't one of these, stat stuffer, overly, just manufactured triple doubles. This is a classic triple double. 11, and 10. That's a classic triple double. That gives us, the illusion, well, not illusion, but the proof that he's working hard on the court. And he did all this in 30 minutes, guys. That's huge. You get what I'm saying? It's players that play 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes more than Murray that weren't able to produce this type of production, this stat stuffer type of production. So we have to start to, look at Murray in a positive light. Look at him as a positive member of this team. Look at him for his strengths and not his weaknesses. And speaking of his weaknesses, the knock against Murray is that he doesn't have the high point guard IQ that you want from a championship squad, which we're not, by the way. We're not a championship squad. We're not there yet. So he's doing pretty good in my opinion. But the knock against him is that he has too many turnovers. Murray had 11 assists to only 1 turnover tonight. Technically, he's averaging less turnovers than he did last season. He averaged 1.9 turnovers last season. He's averaging around 1.8, okay? And even if he slightly went over that number, I got to make sure I check the numbers tomorrow to be sure. But even if he went slightly over to a 1.9, even a 2 turnover per game, you have to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's keeping it steady, because once you really think about it, he's playing almost 3, 4, 5 minutes more per game. So to see that his turnovers are at least stable and at the same conjunction that they were last season is encouraging, guys. It's encouraging. But the last time I checked, which was yesterday, he's 1.8, so he's technically lower. So his turnover ratio is better than last season because he's averaging more points, more rebounds, more assists than he's ever had. Okay, so we have to look at the positive here. Remember, this is a growing team. This is your young team. Let's give this young man his due. He deserves it. He's been balling, y'all. He's been balling for us. He has improved every single year he has been a Spur. Let's stop treating him like a stepchild, y'all. This is my boy. And I know I'm a little biased. I admit I'm a little biased, but it's only because I love the Spurs. It's only because I love San Antonio. It's only because I love this team that I'm rooting for this guy, because he's really pro Spurs. Coming off the Kawhi situation, Murray is very vocal about how much he loves the Spurs, how much he loves San Antonio, and I just want to support someone that's positive like that. You get what I'm saying? You should support him as well, y'all. All right, guys, this is it for this one. Just a quick one today, just talking about my boy Murray. He has a long way to go. I'm not saying he's a perfect player. I'm not saying he's the perfect point guard, but let's give him his roses when he does things correct, when he does things right. And I get that it's against the Wizards. I know you're coming for me in the comments, but still, man, 2 triple doubles in the season within a month of each other is legitimate. It's something to be praised. All right, guys, check out the other videos on the channel, and thanks for kicking it with me. Peace.